Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving deep into the world of pre-workout supplements. You know, that colorful powder millions of us swear by. But is it really the key to a better workout, or is there something else going on?
Wow, okay. That's a pretty bold statement, right? Selling addiction, not performance. It really makes you wonder if that pre workout ritual is just about getting a good lift or if it's creating a dependency. Let's really get into this.
So what's the deal with that magic dust? In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain. We'll look at the science, the slick marketing, and yeah, the real risks. We're going to find out what you're actually putting in your body and how you can be way smarter about it.
All right, so first things first. Let's talk about the promise. I mean, why is this stuff so popular? What's the big deal that makes it an absolute must have for so many people? Well, the appeal is undeniable, isn't it? You go from feeling drained and meh about your workout to feeling this rush of energy. You get that laser-like focus, you feel stronger, you get that awesome muscle pump. It's like a switch flips in your head that just screams, "Let's go, time to crush this workout." Okay, that all sounds great, but what's actually in the scoop that's making you feel this way? It's time to look past the cool names and crazy graphics on the tub and decode the formula. So you look at the label and see a whole list of stuff, things for pump, for focused. But let's be real. The number one ingredient, the main engine driving this whole train, is almost always one thing: caffeine. And the amount of caffeine can be all over the place. I mean, look at this. You could be getting the same as a cup of coffee, or you could be slamming the equivalent of 4, maybe even 5 cups all at once. We're talking 400 milligrams or more in a single scoop. That's pushing and often blowing right past the safe daily limit for most adults. Now, this brings us to a really sneaky industry trick. It's called pixie dusting. It's basically when a company puts a super tiny, completely useless amount of a buzzy ingredient into their formula, just so they can legally slap it on the label and make you think you're getting something amazing. Creatine is the perfect example of this. As Dr. Mike Israetel points out, it looks like it makes sense, but it just doesn't. You see, for creatine to work, you need to take it every day so it builds up in your muscles over weeks. Taking a little bit right before a workout does literally nothing for that session. So why is it in there? Pure marketing. It just makes the label look better. But honestly, pixie dusting is just the beginning. It gets way darker. The supplement industry can be like the Wild West, and that opens the door for some really shady practices. What you see on the label, it might not be the whole truth. And this is where it gets genuinely scary. Independent labs have tested these products and found insane amounts of caffeine, way more than the label says. We're talking 400 milligrams plus. And sometimes they find stuff that isn't on the label at all, including illegal and dangerous stimulants. So how do they get away with this? A lot of them use something called a proprietary blend. A good, transparent label tells you exactly how much of everything is in there. But a proprietary blend, it just gives you a total weight for a big list of ingredients. You have no clue if that 9-gram explosive energy blend is mostly cheap filler or if it's packed with 400 milligrams of caffeine. You're basically gambling every time you take a scoop. And look, this isn't just theory. This stuff has really happened. Remember Jack 3D? The FDA literally filed criminal charges because it had an illegal stimulant linked to deaths. More recently, products have been pulled for having dangerously high undeclared caffeine. And then there's the niacin flush trick. You know that crazy skin tingling and redness you sometimes get? That's often just a massive dose of niacin. It doesn't help your workout. It just tricks your brain into thinking, whoa, this stuff is really powerful. Okay, so this all leads to a huge problem. And if you've been taking pre-workout for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Remember that first time you took it? It felt incredible, right? But now you need a heaping scoop, maybe 2, just to get that same buzz. Welcome to the tolerance trap. It's this vicious cycle. You take it, you feel great, but then your body adapts. So that one scoop doesn't cut it anymore. You up the dose to chase that original feeling. And pretty soon, you're not even taking it to have a great workout. You're taking it just to feel normal enough to even start your workout. And that right there is the heart of the issue. You think you're getting stronger, but what you're really building is a dependency. You can even hit a wall, what's called insurmountable tolerance, where it doesn't matter how much you take, you just won't feel it anymore. Okay, so after hearing all of that, you might be thinking, should I just throw my pre-workout in the trash? Well, not necessarily. The question is, can you use this stuff smartly? Can you get the benefits without falling into all these traps?
Let's talk about a smart use protocol. First off, you have to be your own detective. That means demanding a transparent label. If a company is hiding behind a proprietary blend, that's a huge red flag. Don't buy it. You want to see the exact dose of caffeine, clearly stated. And if a product makes your skin go crazy red, be skeptical. It might just be that niacin trick we talked about. Okay, so once you've picked a good product, how you use it is everything. Rule 1, dosage. A good guideline is 3 to 6 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of your body weight. But always, always start with a low dose to see how you feel. Rule 2, timing. Take it about 30 to 45 minutes before you train, and definitely not within 6 to 8 hours of bedtime. We'll get to why in a sec. And rule 3, maybe the most important, cycling. Don't take it every single day. Save it for your hardest workouts like leg day, and take a full week or 2 off from all caffeine every once in a while to reset your system. And this is exactly why that timing rule is so critical. Look at this. Studies show that having caffeine even 6 hours before you go to sleep can cost you almost an hour of total sleep time. And that's not just lost time, it's lost recovery. Sleep is when you grow and repair muscle. So having an amazing workout but then trashing your sleep, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. So after all of this, it kind of leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? Is the best pre-workout really a powder you mix in a shaker bottle? Or is it a plan? We're always looking for that magic bullet and a tub, but maybe the ultimate performance enhancer is just a solid plan. Showing up consistently, eating right, and actually getting good sleep. So what do you think? Is the magic in the scoop, or is it in the work you do day in and day out?